The House voting to formalize an impeachment inquiry into President Biden. It passed along party lines with no Democrats supporting it.
221 to 212. Texas Congressman Michael Cloud sits on the House Oversight Committee, and he joins us now. Congressman Cloud, good morning to you. So what are the next steps for the Oversight Committee now that this impeachment inquiry is formal?
Well, you know, this administration's been holding us up, saying there's not a formal impeachment inquiry. We're not going to give you paperwork. We're not going to let people come and testify and those sort of things. So that excuse is going to be gone as we continue to pursue what's going to be happening here. But, you know, the thing about yesterday that was so interesting is, you know, if it would have been a meeting with Russian oligarchs, if it would have been a meeting with maybe a Ukrainian energy company or perhaps a board meeting with some Chinese equity firm, no doubt Hunter Biden would have been there, but he did not show up. Instead, he came to the Capitol and court did a publicity stunt. So it's unfortunate to see that.
When alerted to the fact that he was under an impeachment inquiry, Joe Biden reportedly said Republicans should be more focused on border security than impeaching him. Can you even begin to comprehend the hubris in that statement?
Wow. You know, I got to tell you, as somebody from South Texas, that's just unnerving. You know, we just over the weekend had a 16-year-old young lady in our district killed at the hands of an illegal immigrant in her own house. And so each week, you know, I'm talking to sheriffs in my district, and our communities are intimately affected by what's going on at the border. And, you know, we have another tranche of 10,000 people coming across the border right now. And you know, the Biden administration has done everything they can to skirt the law, to take any funds we send them for border security and use it for human trafficking. They're aiding and abetting cartels. Cartels are profiting billions every month. It's unconscionable. And to think that somehow the House Republicans are holding this up. We passed H.R. 2 months ago, and they've done nothing with it.
Yeah, you mentioned Hunter Biden making that speech. He was supposed to sit before a closed-door deposition yesterday. Instead, he rolled up to the podium, made the speech, and then left. So now James Comer says that he's going to initiate contempt of Congress proceedings, which need to be voted by the full House, and then they will get sent over to the DOJ. How will that play out? Because this is serious stuff. Peter Navarro was looking at, 2 years in jail for being held in contempt of Congress. So what's going to happen with Hunter Biden? What does his future look like?
Well, I wish I could assure you that, you know, he'll get the equal treatment under the law that everybody else has gotten who's been in contempt. But, you know, we haven't seen that. Instead, we've seen this DOJ, this administration do everything they can to protect the Biden family. So you'd like to think that the same crime would produce the same results. But, you know, that's one of the things we're working to fix in this government right now. You know, I certainly think I would support that vote in holding him in contempt. He could have had a press conference where he was. But to fly over here to stand just on the Senate side and make sure he doesn't come over to the House side, you know, it's flaunting in front of Congress. It's not just holding himself in contempt. He's trying to show that he's untouchable, I guess.
At that press conference, he said it is not fair. But he also said his dad was not, quote, financially involved in his own business dealings. That leaves open a whole lot of other ways that Joe Biden could have been involved. Did that Hunter spectacle outside of Congress just impeach Joe Biden? 20 seconds to you, Congressman.
Well, you know, we've seen that story move from the very beginning where Biden said, I've never talked to my son about it. And then, oh, well, maybe he did. And then now it's, well, he wasn't a business partner. Now it's not, well, he wasn't financially involved. So, you know, I expect to see that story move as we continue to uncover evidence.
Yeah, and he did say that Hunter was not financially involved, or Hunter said his dad was not financially involved in any of his businesses, not as a practicing lawyer, a board member of Burisma, and certainly not as an artist. So there is that as well. The paintbrushes are free of corruption. Congressman, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.